Hey guys, back at it again. I did say I was going to post at least twice a week, but last week I got into a little bit of a mishap. I kind of tweaked my neck, so I did not record, did not go to the gym. I had to go to the chiropractor on Friday, and so I'm starting a week late, but I guess starting a week late is better than not starting at all. Just so you know, this channel isn't necessarily all about lifting. Yes, that's the majority of it. Um, but I think a lot of it's also going to be just stuff throughout the day, a bit of motivation here and there. I think I've mentioned that before. But later on, I'm going to show you my body fat percentage and my weight and see how that turns out after, exercising more often or consistently and see how my body composition goes. Usually, what I found out was that after I finish working out, let's say, and I stop for a little bit and I start again, many times I feel like I get bulkier quickly. So I don't know. This will be a nice little experiment, I'd say, to see how things go on our side. I've also just finished a phone call with someone, and there's going to be a big reveal later on the end of this week. Big reveal. It'll be a reveal. But basically, you have to stay tuned to find out what that is. Really excited for this opportunity, but I won't tell anymore. Just let you guys see what happens then. So I did go bowling on this past Saturday, and I got some footage, but of course some people didn't want me to video them, which is totally fine. But at least I do have one good footage of me, so it's coming right up.
Well, what would be a good bowling trip without having food? So we had pickled, what was that? Fried pickles. We had a quesadilla. We had cheese curds, buffalo, Brussels sprouts, and the last thing we had, which was like the best thing we had, was this jerk chicken. Now that was stinking amazing. And of course, I kicked everybody's butts. You can see my score on the very bottom.
I just woke up first thing in the morning, so let's see how much I weigh. Alright, looks like I'm 201 pounds with 19.3% body fat. So this is my starting point. Not too great, but we'll see where we can go from there.
Here you'll see a little bit of what I look like from my front, side profiles, and also my back. As you can see, yes, there's a little bit of muscle there, but it's also covered by a lot of fat. So it'll be interesting to see how much we get rid of.
Alright, what's up, people? It's time for the gym. After testing my maxes, I'll probably just do a really simple leg and shoulder workout. And then after that, we'll head home and we'll see how things go from there. Catch you inside.
Here you can see me do some warm-ups for my shoulders. I tried looking at the squat racks and they were full, so I just decided to test my max for bench first. So here I'm just working on my rotator cuff, trying to make sure they're mobile and warm before I actually go and do some benching. I've had some right shoulder tweaking, so I actually have some kinesio tape on at the moment, as you probably saw from the pictures. But yeah, I'm just going to fast forward this warm up for you guys. And this is where we actually touch the bar for the first time today. As always, I will start with just the bar, just so I can activate my muscle groups first. For me, my chest is definitely my weak spot. It hasn't gone up in strength in a while, partially because I haven't been training it seriously, but and also because I don't have a spotter when I do chest. And here I added 45 aside, so that's 135 pounds. And basically I'll just do a couple reps here, not too many. Here we go, we added a 25 on each side, so that's 185. And basically with the more weight, I do fewer reps for my warm-ups because what I'm trying to get here is strength. So here's 205, and I'll let you guys watch the rest. I'll put the weight on the bottom left corner of the screen. I believe this was my top set. I stopped at 245. I just knew that it was beginning to stick and that I wouldn't be able to push it up after that. So I didn't want to risk it without a spotter as well. And you can see I struggled there. And now let's start with my squats. Same thing. I begin with a bar. Just to get my muscle group warmed up. Here I'm mainly working my quads. And of course, the heavier I go, the fewer reps I do. And I'll put the weight on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Here the pump cover finally comes off. I'm just trying to squat, what's this, 275? And now it's getting close to 300 or 315, and this is where I begin to start belting up. And this is where I maxed out. I maxed out at 385 pounds, and this was a surprise. I didn't expect myself to hit this. I remember previously my max was at 375, and somehow being untrained and resting for so long allowed me to hit another PB. As you can see, it did go a little slower, but I still got it at the end. For deadlifts, I do sumo deadlifts. I do conventional as an accessory movement. I feel like for my body leverages and all that, sumo works better for me. So I of course start off at 135 and work my way up. at 425, and it was a relatively hard lift, I'd say, but I guess there's just more improvement for me to do. Now that I'm done testing all my maxes, the next thing I did, since it was supposed to be leg and shoulder day, I just did some lunges. Here I hold two 40-pound dumbbells and I do reverse lunges, meaning go backwards instead of forward, because I found out that if I go forward it actually hurts my knees more, so when I go backwards it just reverses that out. Also, when you do lunges, make sure you're only using the front leg to stand up, and that will focus all the tension onto your glutes. I did about 3 sets of 12 lunges, and then I moved on to my next exercise. Since I already fatigued my legs from doing squats and deadlifts earlier, I only did one other leg exercise, and I moved on to shoulder. Here I'm using the hammer strength unilateral shoulder press. I use that one because I can work on my weaknesses and imbalances in both my arms, so that the other arm's not helping the other one. Each arm basically has to push their own weight. I worked up to around 3 sets of 5 for a decently heavy weight. Next up we have the lean away cable lateral raises. For this one you can do it with dumbbells as well. I chose to do it with cables because the tension point is at the beginning of the lift, and sometimes that's a potential weak spot. And the angle of leaning away just helps to have constant tension on the muscle, and that just helps with growth and also activation. This is a great one if you don't add it to your workout already. You should try it sometime. You can try this variable, or you can also try the dumbbell variable. They both work well. One tip for doing lateral raises: some people teach you to do it pinkies up. Actually, you should do it thumbs up, and that will prevent any shoulder problems. Last exercise I chose for the day were kneeling face pulls. I chose kneeling instead of standing because when you stand, sometimes you can pull your body forward instead. But when you kneel, your body's pretty much in a set position, and what you're doing is pulling the rope towards your face. And that pretty much brings us to the end of our workout for today.
Anyway, so today all I did was do maxes, like I said earlier. I did not get to do pull-ups. I decided to do that tomorrow on Tuesday with my back day, just because I was a little bit sore and my neck is still a little achy. But we'll get that done, and then we'll add that onto our video. Maybe 3 videos this week, you know?
And that's all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, press the notification bell, and follow me on Instagram. I'll leave my handle down in the description below. And until next time, see you guys.